Hey guys, and welcome back to my CCNA 200-301 course. Patrice is here, and in this video we are going to talk about named access lists. Are you ready? Let's get started. Named access lists are pretty much new style of ACL definition, and in some specs gives you some more convenience. To define a named access list in global configuration mode, instead of access list we say IP access list. And then we have to mention if we want to define an extended access list or a standard access list. So for example, if I say extended, and then here we still have the option to use numbers for our ACLs, and also we can give it a name. So you can use this new style with the numbered access list as well. So if I say, for example, learn it as the name of my access list and press enter, you can see that I'm entering a new sub-configuration mode, which is called NACL or named access list. This gives you a bit more convenience. Instead of having access list, your access list number, and then permit, deny, etc. for the old-fashioned style, you just define the name or the number of your access list, and from now on you just need to start from that deny or permit or remark state. So you don't have to have the access list and the number in each and every ACE you define. So for example, here, if I say permit TCP any, and then permit UDP any, and then, for example, permit ICMP any, and then we say deny EIGRP any. This is the access list we defined. Okay, so to view our access list, we talked about show access lists command before. Okay, so you can see that this is the previous access list we defined in the previous video, and this is the one that we just defined. So with show access list, you can see both named and numbered access list. Another command that does the same thing is show IP access lists, and it actually shows you all the access lists you define. If you have more than one access list and you want to check a specific one, you need to know what number or the name of the access list is, and then you can customize your command. So you can say show IP access list and then learn it. So it just shows you the learn it IP access list, or show IP access lists 100. It just shows you access list number 100. So you can customize the output of show IP access list. With show access list and show IP access list, you can figure out what sort of ACL definitions you have on your device. But as I mentioned before, the ACL application has two steps: first definition and then the application. So you don't know where this actually ACL is being implemented. So you have two options: either run run interface and then your desired interface, for example gigabit ethernet 0/0, and check if any IP access group is being listed in your configuration, or you can use show IP interface and then give the name of your interface. And here in this output, you can see that if there is any outgoing access list is being applied to this, you can see that it's not, but inbound access list is 100. So you can figure out if any ACL is applied to your specific interface or not. When it comes to application of the ACL, there's no any difference between named and numbered ACLs. So to apply a named ACL, you go to the right spot wherever you want to apply that access list. For example, interface gigabit 0/1, and then we say IP access group, and then instead of the number we use the name of the access list we defined, and then in or out to apply it on the incoming traffic or outgoing traffic. The last ACL topic I want to talk about is the sequence numbers. Sequence numbers are very helpful when you want to edit your access lists. Access lists are not one-time things, because your requirements may change over time. So you may need to review your access list and add or remove some A's from or to the access list. Previously, when these sequence numbers were not in place, what we had to do was copying the ACL in a notepad or something, any text editor, and then do the addition we wanted, and then remove the current ACL and then apply the new ACL, which was a very headache at the time. So Cisco introduced this sequence stuff. So now if you go to, if you run show access list again, you can see that each ACE has a sequence number, and by default, it is 10 incremental, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So if you don't mention anything about the sequence number, iOS will start from 10 and will do 10 incrementals and then go further and further. For old-fashioned ACL definition, you cannot make any changes in this, and you have to follow this 50 order. But in the newer style, when you go to IP access list extended and then the name of or the number of your access list, you have the option to determine your sequence number. So assume that we have this definition here, so 10, 20, 30, 40, and then all of a sudden someone tells us we have to add a rule, but in terms of order placement, we have to put it between 30 and 40. So now, without any extra hassle, I can simply add something like this. 35, for example, permit BGP, if I'm not wrong, permit, for example, OSPF, any. And now, if I run show IP access list or show access list again, you can simply see that that entry has been added in the middle of these two lines without any hassle. Similarly, if you want to remove that line or ACE, when you go to your access list, IP access list extended and then learn it, you can simply say no 35. So if I run show IP access list or show access list again, you can see that that line is being removed from your access list. As a general rule of thumb, Cisco recommends you, when you want to edit your access list, first remove that access list from the spot you applied it, for example, the interface you applied it to, and then make the addition you want to do or the change you want to do on your access list. This is another recommendation from Cisco. Alright guys, this was our today's video, and it was the last video that we covered exam topic 5.6, configure and verify access control lists. In the upcoming video, I'll be talking about security concepts. I wish you enjoyed today's video and see you in the next ones.